Good morning and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, October 17th, and we got a changeable week coming up. Certainly some very warm conditions, and in fact yesterday we see near record warm overnight lows, and again we'll continue to see warm weather right on through Tuesday into part of Wednesday before a pretty strong cold front comes through, and that's going to drop our temperatures down quite a bit. So if we look at the headlines, looks like some fog out there this morning, especially across southeast lower Michigan. And we'll have a chance of maybe a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. The best chance of those are going to be in the northern part of the state into the UP. And then again, I think we'll see much cooler conditions as we get towards the second half of the week. Our normals for the day, our normal high is 60, our normal low is 40. And you can see our temperatures are continually to slowly trend downward as we head through deeper into fall. And if we look at the conditions around the area yesterday, you can see it was a pretty warm day out there with temperatures in the upper 60s across much of the area, lots of rainfall. You can see Nuevo picked up 1.21 inches of rain, nearly 9/10 at Lansing, and many areas around a half inch or better, a little bit lesser as you head towards the south and towards the eastern areas. Cold spot, 61 degrees, not too bad for this time of October. Breckenridge had the warmest temperature at 69 degrees. If we look at the over across the nation, our highest temperature reported on Sunday was 102 degrees at Perryton, Texas, and at Slapout, Texas as well. The coldest temperature recorded in the lower 48 was 25 degrees at Berlin, New Hampshire, and the typically cold spot there at Gunnison, Colorado, also down to 25 degrees. If we look at the conditions around the area this morning, see temperatures mainly in the 60s, low 60s across the area. Clarksville station down right now, looks like their weather computer is down. We should have that up and running here later this morning. But again, a very, very warm morning out there, and we do have fog across, especially the southeastern portions of the area. And if we look at the soil conditions, you can see for October, pretty incredible. Temperatures around 60 degrees for this late in October. And of course, we expect the soil conditions to be pretty moist as well, and they are. If we look at the satellite view this morning, you can see that area of showers associated with a warm front across the UP and across northern lower Michigan. And again, we've got a pretty strong southerly wind, and we can't rule out a shower or thunderstorm around Lansing northward, but I think the best bet is going to be once you get up towards Clare, Harrison, Roscommon areas off to the north. If we look at the next shot, you can see some of the whiter cloud tops across northwest lower Michigan. Again, that's where the clouds are low, but they're not too foggy in those areas. But across southeast lower Michigan, basically southeast of this line, you see some breaks in the cloud cover there, and that's where the temperatures have cooled down to near the dew point. And you can see some of the reporting stations: Grand Rapids, the Tri-City International Airport, Detroit, and or towards Port Huron reporting pretty good area of fog. Here in the Breckenridge, we're down to probably about a half-mile visibility, so pretty foggy out there in some areas this morning, so be careful on the roadways. And you can see the very strong southerly winds, and you can see the lighter areas of wind speed across the eastern areas of lower Michigan. Again, that's where the fog is more prevalent, where the stronger ones occur, and it's mixing out the lower atmosphere pretty good, and we don't have that cloud or fog conditions that we do across southeast lower Michigan. On radar, you can see associated with a warm front, pretty good area showers and thunderstorms. And we can't rule out some of these trying to develop across the southern portions of lower Michigan, but again, mainly from around Muskegon, Saginaw off to the north would be the best bet. About a 20 to 30% chance of thunderstorms, and mainly this morning. We'll get deeper into the warm air this afternoon, and that should limit the thunderstorm chances in our area. But again, a lot of rainfall expected across the UP here over the next 72 hours. If we look at the forecast map this morning, you can see the warm front off in northern lower Michigan. Again, the best chances of showers and thunderstorms will be across the northern areas and well up into the northern part of the state. For us, we should be mainly partly cloudy, mostly cloudy skies, and we're going to have temperatures well up into the upper 70s. If we look at tomorrow morning's forecast map, you can see the cold front that's getting closer. I think the best chance of any development of thunderstorms will be across Ontario off to the east and then off to the north as well. Again, much of central and southern lower Michigan should be in pretty good shape as far as being dry. And then finally by Wednesday morning, that first cold front's coming through. The real cold air associated with the Canadian high pressure system will be dropping down into the area, especially as we get into Thursday. And by Friday and Saturday, it looks like high temperatures only in the 50s, with low temperatures dropping into the 30s. So Friday night football games right now look very chilly, with temperatures probably in the 40s at kickoff, and probably dropping down into the low to mid 40s by the time the game ends. So very, very chilly conditions for Friday night football. As far as over the next 72 hours, you can see much of the area expecting very little precipitation. And again, the heaviest will be well off to the north, up into the UP, where up to 2 inches of rain could fall, especially across the eastern half of the Upper Peninsula. So very wet to the north, not too bad to the south. And if we look at the snow cover here, you can see it's actually retreated from the previous just a little bit more to the north, and we expect that to take basically 2 steps south, 1 step back type thing. But eventually we're going to see much of Canada becoming filled with lots of snow, and that'll be the gateway for the cold air to come down into the lower 48 here later on as we get towards the beginning of November. Until then, it looks very warm. And you can see on the 6 to 10 day outlook, very warm, 8 to 14, very warm across much of the U.S. A little bit of a trough developing out west, but again, looks like we're going to continue to be warm. We do see a little bit of a break where we'll have normal to maybe a little bit below normal precipitation, but looks like in the 8 to 14 day outlook, we once again try to get wet across the areas from the Gulf up to the Great Lakes and then back to the west. So again, looks like a warm and reasonably moist pattern coming up over the next couple of weeks. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.